This is the second podcast going over the syllabus for Story of the New Testament. Here we're just going to go over some general policies and highlight where the schedule is for the course. So a couple of things here to note. First of all, about exam makeup policy. Do not presuppose that you can automatically take missed exams. I only allow a student to make up a missed exam if there is adequate justification for why they had missed. So if you were severely sick and couldn't take it, and you went and saw the doctor and have a doctor's note, then I'll see that as a justification, or if for some reason you were involved with some kind of an official OC athletic event and couldn't take it. So this should not be the case in most situations, especially with OC athletic events, because this is a summer course, and there are several days in which you can take the exam. The exams are usually opened on the Friday mornings, and you can take them until the Sunday evening, so that should give more than enough opportunity for it, and so that should not be an issue. I do accept late work policy. I do accept late work. My policy is that if you don't turn it on the day that it's due, I take 5% off for each day that is late. I don't count Saturdays, but every other day, if it is late, 5 points will be taken off. And but if it's more than 7 days, I do not accept work that late. There are also some other university and course policies. If there is any disabilities that a student has that makes it difficult for them to complete assignments, then they need to contact our office that allows for disabilities to be identified and recorded, and then that office tells me to make those accommodations, make the necessary accommodations for the student to complete their assignments. So you would need to contact Katie Roble, and she can help you with that. There is a university policy on honesty, and that is you are supposed to do your own work, and so you should not be taking the exams with the help of somebody else. You should be doing it on your own. And you can't submit work that actually belongs to others. Now, most of the time, the work that will be submitted, there's only one major work, and that is the Story of the New Testament essay. And you will be turning that in via turnitin.com, and turnitin.com checks the work that has been done by other students in this course. And so it should be able to catch whenever plagiarism is involved. And if a student is found to have submitted somebody else's work and pretend that it is their own, then that work will not be accepted. The student will receive a 0. They will not be given the opportunity to submit their own work later. So that's a very serious situation. So you're expected just to go ahead and do your own work, and that is a part of the policy of honesty. You are to email me, since this is an online course. That's the best way of getting in contact. As I said, I try to get back with you in 24 hours. And if I don't, then definitely try to call me at my home number that I've provided in the syllabus. You're not supposed to email me any of the assignments. So the Story of the New Testament essay is not to be emailed to me. You don't email your discussion board post. All those are supposed to be in the appropriate places. Just be careful again about spamming and information about that. So this is the inclement weather policy is not really relevant for this course since it's entirely online. However, if wherever a student is at taking this course, if there is some kind of weather-related catastrophe while they're taking the course, they need to try and contact me as soon as possible, and I'll evaluate it on a kind of case-by-case situation. The university does provide help for students in a number of ways. We have student success, and there's a number for you and the email address as well, or the web page that you go to. There also help with research, although there's not really any major research that needs to be done for this class. But if you needed any kind of library help, it's there. Now, information technology is relevant for this course. If at any time you have difficulty accessing videos or making contributions or getting to sites or anything like that, you really need to first contact our IT department, and there's the telephone number to do that, and let them know the problem that you're having. And it'd probably be good as well to let me know the problem that you are dealing with an issue and that you have contacted IT. I can't really help you with technology difficulties. IT is the one who will have to do that. We at Oklahoma Christian, we do not tolerate harassment or discrimination of any kind. So this is relevant in the discussion board participation. So students are expected not to be posting things that are in any way harassing of another student, or especially anything that is derogatory of other students. While criticism, honest critique of information is appropriate. You can raise questions about what students post. You can ask them to defend themselves. You can challenge what they say, but all of this must be done in a congenial manner, in a polite way, in a civil way. And so if anything is said or posted that was in a way tried to be intentionally offensive to another student, then that will have to come under investigation and be dealt with. If you feel like you've been being harassed by another student, maybe outside of the class, we certainly want you to know that OC does not tolerate that harassment and would want you to notify us so that we can go ahead and take the appropriate actions. Even if you think that you can handle the harassment and you don't want to bother anyone, you may want to consider still contacting us about it, because if a person is harassing you, then very likely they may be harassing someone else, and they may not even be aware that the actions that they are perpetrating would be understood as harassment, and so they need to be. We need to let them know that certain behaviors is considered harassment, and we need to help address that as soon as possible. So there are the different people in the syllabus who you can contact if you need to. We also have a counseling center if you need help during this time, and the Mercy Clinic is not really relevant probably during the summer to most students. And there's a copyright policy. All of this material is copyrighted and therefore belongs to Oklahoma Christian and should not be used by students for any other kinds of purposes than for the educational purposes for which it was created. So that's some look here then at the different policies that we have, and what you will also find located in the first module is information about the class schedule, and so you'll need to take a look at that, because that will have a listing of when all the different units are assigned and when they are needing to be completed, and that takes care of the syllabus.